Hello, good morning YouTube. How are we? It's Friday the 21st of February 2020. And I'd just like to say congratulations, you made it, well done. You've completed another week, you're there, you know, you've smashed through it, you've hopefully reached all of your targets, and you can just have a sigh of relief because today is your day. But unfortunately there are people out there who, no matter whatever they do, they just can't get a break. They work as hard as they can and they get dragged down for it. They are bullied. Good morning, Roy. Good morning, Kieran. So I'm I'm looking through social media this morning while I'm sipping on my coffee and eating my 3 slices of slightly burnt toast, and I come across the story of a 9-year-old boy called Caden who has dwarfism. And I thought it's gonna bring me to tears if I click on the video, but I clicked on the video anyway. And this poor child was talking about wanting to kill himself because he was bullied for having dwarfism. And Reese Holmes, good morning. And it just stunned me, the fact that there are kids out there who find it acceptable to pick on, taunt and bully anyone because of who they are, essentially. And it's sad. It makes me wonder what goes on in the homes of these children. You know, what makes them tick. I can tell you now 100% that if my children were bullied at school, and especially to the point where they said to me, "Dad, I want to kill myself. I want to bang my head against glass. I want to stab myself in the heart." And that's what this young boy was saying. 9 years old, saying in front of his mum, "I want to end my own life," because he was being bullied. If my children said that to me, I would be absolutely gut-wrenched. And for those of you that like really nice cars, look, ooh, McLaren Senna. I would be straight down the school, I would. And I would say to my boys, without fear of repercussion, who did it? Who was it that said those nasty things to you? Who was it that put you down? And then I would go straight to those children and the children's parents, and boy, would they get the biggest bollocking of their life. I can tell you that 100%. And the thing is I don't even care who they are. They could be friends of my boys that they've grown up with. I don't care. Anyone picks on my boys, it's pretty much game over. They're my babies, you see? And I can only but imagine how the parent, how the mum of this young man must feel. If it was me, I'd be absolutely gut-wrenched to hear my son say, "I want to kill myself." And that's what she had to listen to. That's what she had to watch, her son in tears because of bullying. It's not funny. It needs to stop. There needs to be a little less hate and a little more love. Wouldn't you agree? Bullies, why? Why do you do it? Why? I mean, bullying's a big, big thing. I've said it many, many times. I was bullied at school. I was. In fact, there are people probably watching this video right now that have been bullied at school. There's probably people I went to school with who bullied me watching this video thinking, "Shut up, Chris." No, not gonna shut up. You know? In fact, I would love it if someone who picked on me at school was to come and comment on this video. I would, because I would name and shame you. I would have no shame about doing that. I really wouldn't care. You know, bullies do need to be named and shamed for who they are and what they are, especially if it makes people feel like they just want to end their life, like 9-year-old Caden. It's not fair. Bullies, why? Why'd you do it? I don't understand it personally. I struggle to understand why bullies find it acceptable to pick on someone. I mean, I kind of get it. I actually did a poem called Bully before. And I think that bullies bully, why they do is mainly because they're jealous of things that you have or the people you associate with. Bullies just bully because they're lonely. They want to have that kind of social acceptance from other people, from picking on someone else that they find funny, making someone else laugh at the expense of the person they're picking on. And they think it's socially acceptable and to be accepted by others for doing that. And that's wrong. Let's read some of these comments. Good morning, everyone. I do hope we're all well. Live chat, all messages are visible. Let's have a look. Oh, let's go all the way to the top. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Roy West, Kieran Gallagher, Reese Holmes, good morning. Mark, Paget, good morning. Hope all is well, buddy. Yes, I'm good. I've been bullied a lot when I was younger in school because I was always different to everyone else. It really hurt. Even I've been bullied by my older cousin and I can never ever forgive him. See, I think that's what hurts the most, is when you're picked on by family. You know, it's one thing to be bullied by your peers at school, your colleagues at work, but when family does it, I think it might cut and hurt just a little bit more. And it shouldn't have to be that way, should it? I mean, let's look at bullying at a deeper perspective. Let's look at the sad tragedy, which is nearly a week ago, of Caroline Flack. Now, regardless of what Caroline Flack has been accused of in the media, by the media, about her relationship with her ex-boyfriend, whatever the relationship is or whatever happened between them at this point is completely irrelevant, because there are trolls out there, there are nasty people, and the media is guilty of this as well, of bullying her, following her around, taking pictures of her. And I know she was in the spotlight and I know she was celebrity and everything else, but when it comes to bullies, when it comes to the trolls, saying to her she needs to kill herself. And it's not just one person saying nasty things, it was more than likely thousands and thousands of people trolling on a daily basis. That can get to someone, especially when she's been through as much as she's been through with the Crown Prosecution Service and everything else that goes along with it, which, by the way, in my opinion, I think they are just as guilty as the bullies, but that's neither here nor there. You know, I don't want to get myself into trouble. But the fact that she was bullied enough to actually take her own life by hanging herself, that is sad. That is absolutely sad. And to be found by her twin sister is even sadder. I can only but imagine what her mum and or dad must think of this entire situation, because no one's ever stopped to think, what about her parents, if they're still alive, that is, I don't know. But to be bullied to the point where you actually take your own life that to me gets me right in the centre of my chest. It really, really does. And obviously it got to me this morning, seeing Caden, this beautiful young man. And he was a beautiful kid, 9 years old, you know, a future ahead of him, a bright future ahead of him, you know. And it's been robbed from him by people that think it's okay to put him down. Probably verbally, may well be picking on him physically. He can't help it, it's not his fault, he has dwarfism. So he's a little bit shorter than you. That's about the only difference, is the fact that he's not as tall as you. So what? Chances are he's about 10 times more intelligent than you are, 10 times more compassionate than you are, bullies, and 100 times the person in general that you are. And the thing is, when I saw that young man, when I saw that kid telling his mum he wants to kill himself, I didn't see a child with dwarfism. No, I looked at that kid and I can tell you now, I could see a giant. with a giant heart and a giant future ahead of him. And that's how he should see himself. He may be short, but I can tell you now, he will end up standing taller than any bully later on in life. And that's a metaphor. So people start thinking, you know, oh, Chris is being silly, bringing out the joke. I'm not bringing out jokes. That kid is going to be an absolute amazing person when he's older. And I hope that those bullies have swift retribution and it comes back to bite them in the arse. I really do. I really, really do. So if you know someone who's being bullied, help them. If you're being bullied, and that could be at school, that could be at work, it could be at home, don't be afraid to tell someone. All you need is one person to confide in, one person to talk to, one person to say, look, you know, I've got a bit of a problem. Can you listen? Can you help? Can I talk to you for half an hour about what's paining me? And then if you talk to someone about what's happening, if you can tell someone that you're being bullied, there's a good chance that you'll be helping yourself by talking about it. And there's a good chance that they can help you by talking about it, because staying quiet is the absolute worst thing to do. I mean, it hurt me seeing this young man saying that he wanted to kill himself. But he did the best thing by telling his mum. He did the best thing by telling his mum, because now it can be dealt with, you see? And I really do hope it does. You know, so remember, always talk to someone when you need help, because staying silent is never the best thing. Anyway, I wish everyone has an absolutely wonderful, wonderful Friday. Do all kinds of amazing things. And if it's, as always, your first time that you've joined me today, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications button, and, you know, stay blessed.